What's up, gang? Thanks for being here with me on this Wednesday. It is bright and sunny and beautiful outside. The only problem is it's like 22 degrees. So we're inside again, hanging out in the studio. So I've gotten an influx of questions about the Sony HX80 in the last 2 days. I'm not sure why. I filmed a couple videos about this camera in the past. You can check them out up here, or wherever all that happens. Everybody wants to know the best settings to use for video and photography. So today I'm gonna take you through and I'm gonna show you exactly how to set up your Sony HX80 to shoot at its full potential. All right, so I'm gonna make you guys a deal. If I teach you something today about the Sony HX80 that makes your videos and photography way better than they were, you have to go hit that subscribe button. Let's move on. I'm gonna show you guys the menu and I'm gonna walk you through the entire process. I assume that you have accepted the challenge and that you will be a subscriber to this channel very soon. So the first thing that we wanna do is go up to our wheel here and we're gonna put it into a photo setting. I shoot in manual and so should you. So we're just gonna put it on M for manual. We're gonna go into our menu and we're gonna go back to the first page here on the camera menu. And this is the most important page for photography. Go into image size. Our top number is 13 megabytes, and that is because down in the aspect ratio, I have this set at 16:9. Normally, photos come at a 4:3, and then up here in image size, you can see that it changes to 18 megabytes. So there's your top setting for photo at a 4:3 aspect ratio. And then you want to go down here into quality, and instead of standard, we're going to shoot in fine. Now, here's a really cool thing, especially if you're making YouTube videos and you're shooting thumbnails or you want to take some photos and add them into a video. Now, you know that at a 4:3 aspect ratio, you're actually going to end up with a picture that you have to crop. Now, if you change this aspect ratio to 16:9, yes, your image size will drop to 13 megabytes, but that's not any kind of issue. 13 megabytes is still pretty awesome. But the cool thing is, now you're shooting in 16:9, which is widescreen. So your photos that you take, it will fit perfectly right into a video. So there are the best settings for photography, and you can change the aspect ratio to determine whatever you're shooting. Now, let's go back to our wheel and we're gonna go over to video. All right, we're gonna hit our OK button. And again, I shoot in manual, so that's where I'm going. You wanna go into your menu and we're gonna skip over to the second page. This is where you choose the settings for video. Now in here, you're presented with 3 different settings. MP4 is a compressed format. It's going to give you decent quality and a small file size. ABC HD, also a small file size. Up in here in the XAVC SHD is the best settings that you can possibly get out of this camera. And if you go down to record setting, it shows you right in here. You can shoot in 24p, you can shoot in 30p or 60p. All right, so that's 24p if you're looking for a video film look. At 30p, you're shooting and your quality is more that of video, not the film look. And if you're shooting in 60p, then you're shooting in high speed. So that's great for sports and other fast-moving objects, or if you want to shoot in slow motion. You shoot in 60 and then you convert that footage down to 30 frames per second in post-production. So I always shoot at 60p and the 50M on the side. Now what does that mean? That's 50 megabytes per second is what that means. This is recording a very large file. A large format and a high bit rate equals cleaner footage and less grain and noise. So this is the top setting that you want to pick for video. So there you have it. Get out there and check it out. Those are the best settings that you could possibly use for the Sony HX80. And remember, this camera only has a micro 2/3 sensor, so you need to give it the fuel that it needs in order to produce incredible imagery and perform at its peak. And in this case, the fuel that this camera needs is light. Give it light and it will give you stunning imagery. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you learned something, remember our deal from earlier, you gotta go hit that subscribe button. You can get new content on this channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday is our live show. We call it Shop Talk. And what I wanna do is actually expand on that idea, and I want to turn it more into a video podcast, a one-on-one situation where I interview other creators to find out their backstory on how they got interested in video or YouTube, what kind of gear they use, what kind of tips and tricks they have for our audience, anything like that. So please look forward to that in the coming weeks as we either phase out the live show or do an every other week type situation where we have a live show and then maybe a pre-recorded podcast with a creator. So look forward to that. I'll talk to you guys later. Get out there with that Sony HX80 and shoot some awesome video.